Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of strength in Japan and weakness in China. But first, in the US, big business CEOs surveyed there have become less optimistic in their outlook for the American economy in 2015, and fewer of them expect increase in sales, investment or hiring this year. Globally, airlines raised their 2015 industry profit forecast by more than 17%. That's to more than $40 billion, almost doubling from last year. Recent data shows that passenger traffic is booming, while high levels of air freight traffic are levelling off. This is in big contrast to the languishing sea freight industry. In China, imports of both iron ore and coal have taken tumbles in May, and quite large ones in the case of coal, trends that work against Australia. In fact, China's May trade data shows very weak domestic conditions. Exports were lower, but it was the continuing fall in imports that really causing concern. Lower energy prices are only part of the reason. In Germany, the G7 leaders have formally agreed to phase out the use of fossil fuels this century. In fact, they said they supported cutting greenhouse gases by 40 to 70% by 2050 from 2010 levels, the first time they've backed such a precise long-term target. But this agreement only applies to the US, Germany, France, the UK, Japan, Canada and Italy. Notably, China, India, Brazil and Russia, all of whom may be larger than European countries this century, are not making any such commitment. And in Japan, their first quarter GDP growth was expected to be a very creditable 2.8%, but it has blitzed that expectation, coming in at 3.9% higher. That is some impressive momentum for Japan. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year benchmark yield was lower by 3 basis points today to 2.38. New Zealand swap rates open higher again today, and our rate curves have steepened yet again. The 1.5 curve is now its steepest since November, and the 2.10 curve is its steepest since in a year. In fact, international investment grade CDS spreads are also widening. The US oil markets are marginally lower, with the US benchmark price at $58 a barrel and Brent crude at $63 a barrel. The gold price is up $3 an ounce to $1,173. The New Zealand dollar is higher this morning, currently at 71.4 US cents, a whole 1 cent higher than this time yesterday, and 92.7 Aussie cents, 63.3 euro cents. The TWI is now at 75.3. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.